Hello, I am Ben Burner, and I am under my Porsche 986. Today we're replacing the thermostat. Now this is a really easy job because I am doing the entire cooling system on my car, meaning draining and flushing the coolant, replacing the water pump, and replacing the thermostat. I have no idea when this was last done, since it's a new car for me, and I just want to make sure that they're all good. I've also noticed that the cooling system doesn't seem to be working quite as well as I would like. Yeah. So yeah, figured I should take care of this. Now, if you haven't already, you really need to drain, at least drain the coolant from the engine and pinch this hose off and remove this hose. I removed this hose and the coolant earlier in the video on flushing the coolant. So if you want, you can check that out and get the details. It's just a hose clamp on here. Once you have that, it's just a few bolts. Here's the new one for reference. You can see it's going to be 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All of the 10mm size. And in order to get at this, I've already removed a plastic cover that goes right here, so you'll notice that you may not be able to see it with the plastic cover in place. Symptoms of a bad thermostat, most of the time, I believe they fail in the open position, meaning that they're permanently open, allowing the coolant to circulate freely. Now, this means that the coolant is always going to the front radiators. And normally this would only happen once the engine is warmed up. So if this happens, your car will take a little bit longer to warm up. Not terrible, but not ideal, because you do want your car to warm up to operating temperature and stay there. Occasionally, though, they do fail in the closed position. And that is a bigger problem, because then they don't allow the coolant to circulate freely, and your car overheats very rapidly. At any rate, I want to replace it before it causes major problems. Okay, all 4 screws are removed. And that is that. Alright. Installing the new thermostat is as straightforward as you would expect. Alright, when you tighten these, be sure to snug them down evenly. Kind of work your way slowly around. Work your way up to about 10 Newton meters of torque to install the hose. Always put a new hose clamp on. There we go. There's a stop on here, so make sure you push the hose all the way back to the stop. And then just tighten down the hose clamp.